It is so crazy. So, welcome to the Buccaneers Observer. This is Ralph Phillips. I'm going to get the timing right on this eventually. It is crazy. YouTube is great, but man, it's got some flaws. Anyhow, microphone's working. Everything's ready to go. We're going to watch them all 22. Let's do this. What's up, everybody? How are we doing today? Are we pumped up? Kate, what's up? Missed you yesterday. Everybody was in a great mood yesterday, man. It was like, it's like we all got manna from heaven. How about that beatdown? Oh, yeah, same here, man. We were all looking for you. What's up, B-Mock? Yeah, Kate, we'll still be excited today. That's the great thing about this bye week. We got 2 weeks of being excited about not only whooping the Saints, but whooping the Saints at their house and making them boo their own team. Oh man, it was so great when they were booing the Saints. I just couldn't. I smiled from then on that game. It was just constant smiles. I was just sitting there grinning. Whew. Never in contention. Yep. What's up, Rampage? Kate, there wasn't a point in that game that I felt threatened. You know, it seemed like, you know, the first couple of series, it's kind of like we're feeling things out. So I'm kind of writing the first couple of series off, you know, this season, because it seems like it takes us a couple series to figure out what we're going to do. We kind of talked about that a little bit, about how Dave Canales seems like he's really good at feeling out and adjusting and making changes and stuff. But I never really felt threatened by the Saints. I don't know. D13, what's up? Good to see you back. We got some game film we're going to look at today. Y'all ready, man? We saw some crazy stuff yesterday. The game film came up while we were doing our live stream, so we jumped on and just pounced around a little bit. Saw that great pancake by Cody Mock or Gedeke. He took 20, slammed him to the ground, and then jumped on him and stuck his arms out, just put all of his body weight on him. We'll see it again eventually. I think that was later in the game. It looked to me like after Mayfield got hurt, when 93 did that cheap shot on Mayfield, our offensive line got nasty after that. So we shall find out. I'm excited to look into this. Whew. We're going to take this kind of slow. Oh, Kate, I know we were talking about doing the Falcons game film. We'll probably do some of that too, but we got to do the Lions game film. Forgot about that. So we'll squeeze the Falcons in after we do this. We'll do the Falcons and then we'll do the Lions, preparing for week 6. The Falcons look like crap this week. What about the Giants yesterday? Oh my gosh, their offensive line. Well, they ended up two of their offensive linemen got hurt doing that tush push. I think it was the center and the left guard or something. And then after that, it was just a free for all. I felt so bad for Daniel Jones, man. Ooh. What's up, Joe? What was the other thought you had, Kate? All is good, Joe. We are doing great, man. Still got that winner's high from Sunday. Feels like it just happened. I'm going to stretch this out, man. This is 2 weeks of just giddiness. Yeah, the Falcons did not look good. We know Carolina's a dumpster fire. You know, the Saints have potential to get their crap together. You know, they could still do it. Atlanta's still on a learning curve. They're trying that whole new thing. You know, they got that offensive coordinator from Tennessee. They're trying to be a run-first team. And that's a completely new mentality for probably most of these football players. AFC South. The Texans, man. They're AFC South, right? My mouse is acting up. I think I got some dirt in it. Right, yeah, the Texans. Not only did they play good, they looked good too. I love those uniforms. They look like Christmas ornaments. Their helmets, that was awesome. Yeah, CJ Stroud, man, looks like he's balling over there. Or the Colts. Are the Colts playing good? We definitely got to watch the Lions, though, because we got to play them week 6. But yeah, I'd like to watch the Texans, man. That'd be good. Hold on one second. I got to grab some water. I'll be right back. Yeah. Okay. I got to get one of those be right back screens or whatever. I've got one, but I haven't adjusted it. Where is it? Right there. I'll be right back. But still gotta get it nice and pretty. All right, let me adjust this so we can start watching some football. What's everybody saying in chat? 2-0 Saints, 2-0 Falcons, 2-0 Panthers. Sweep the division. Love it, man. I love it. Wouldn't that be something? Did you see where Godwin was on the sidelines talking with Devin White during the game? And he said he was tired of everybody talking crap about Tom Brady not being here. We were going to suck. And he said, the NFC South still goes through Tampa. I was like, yes! He's awesome. He is awesome. All right. Got to readjust everything. I adjusted everything when we were watching the game film yesterday. So I got to change everything again. This is like work. All right. And then my dang mouse is not working right. It's like the left clicker button. I got to click it like 5 times. So I got to take it apart and clean it. It just started too. Okay. Where are we at? Am I the only one who wanted the Jets to beat the Chiefs? No, you are not. I wanted the Jets to beat the Chiefs so bad. I was mad at the end of that game, especially the way it ended. I thought it was crappy, bad call by the refs, and then for Mahomes to just run it and not go in for the end zone. And I was so mad. I was like, that was a great game. And then for it to end like that, just, yeah, I wanted the Jets to win. How are we feeling about the O-line through 4 weeks? BMOC, I think pass protection, they're doing fantastic. Much better than I expected. Run blocking, still got a little bit of work to do there. Where are we at? Did Baker throw his interception yet? I wanted to see that because Baker said something interesting about that one. Nope, we are just starting. This is the opening kickoff. Yeah, that mic'd up Chris Godwin video was good. I actually only saw that little clip. I haven't watched the whole thing. I have been so busy lately, man. You know, kids. I'm homeschooling one of them. Then we got an infant. So it's like, it is like crazy time. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, last week, remember the Eagles guys ran down the field like they were doing a race? It was those two. I bet these guys don't do it. I've never seen the Bucs do it. Oh, he's going to run it back. We're going to go relatively slow on this all-22 because we got 2 weeks. And I really want to break this stuff down. I'm not going to go as slow as I'd normally go when I'm doing it by myself, but we are not in a rush. Boom, nice tackle. Who's that? That was a nice tackle. Good form, too. That's Neal, right? He ended up getting hurt 2 plays in, I think. Wirfs has allowed 2 pressures in 4 games. What's up, Eddie? Yeah, you know, he does not get enough credit for switching over to left tackle. It's a hard position to play. Probably, besides quarterbacks, probably the hardest position to play. And he made a great transition. I've seen him struggle a bit, but nowhere near. Oh, these two are going at it. Who is this? They're going at it. These two teams do not like each other. They do not like each other on a visceral, personal level. Good coverage. What are we playing? That is nice. Everybody doing their part and attacking. I like to see that. Watts has not been playing. I don't think he got any snaps. I don't know if he's had any snaps all season. Not sure. I'd have to look it up. Look at Logan Hall with the push. Oh, man, that was definitely hands to the face right here. He just he just straight up pushes his head. I like the way Hall's been playing this year, man. I tell you, that's such a shock for me. That's nice. One-handed pushback. I like that. Vita was getting double teamed a lot in this game. They know Vita, so they know to double team him. He's going to set the standard for left tackle. Yeah, you know, I think as the season goes on, he's just going to get better and better and better. You know, he talked about in his press conference during the offseason and how he was so nervous about the switch that he couldn't even sleep, you know? And it was really kind of eye-opening on his personality, I thought. That's kind of a what's the word? A very personal thing to tell the world, you know, that you're scared. And, I think he's done really well, but I think the more confidence he gets, it's the only knock I've had on Wirfs, which really isn't even a knock so much as it is a personal preference, is he's just not aggressive enough, and just a straight up screen, and they blocked us up. Dang it. I thought 29 was going to get around there. It looks like holding to me. Let's see it from the end zone. But as he gets more confidence, he's just going to get better and better and better. So I would imagine you can't see it. Looks to me like he's holding 29 here, but can't see it, so he's definitely holding 27. Look at this. You can see right below. Look at his jersey. Look. This is going to be one of those games I could tell already. What are we, one play in? We've already found 2 holds. Oh, man, who is that? This is when Neal gets hurt right here. That's Neal. He comes flying in, misses, and then whack. Takes out 27 and whoever this is. Oof. Yeesh. Yeah, that looks like it hurt. All right, I'm falling behind on the chat here. All right, we are stacked up front. Looks like we're doing man coverage with one deep. He's not even deep, just one. Yeah, man. This is that's a brave defense. Good grief. They got a 2x2. You're going to do man coverage with one safety, and he's not even deep. I mean, if they blazed down the field, I think we were rather fortunate. Okay, you got one guy doing a go, but it's almost like, oh, did he catch that? No way. He sure did, didn't he? That was a nice pass. Can't knock Carlton Davis for this one. That's a long out. You wouldn't expect. Oh, he did kind of hitch his step though. Carlton did. Watch him right there. Yeah, you wouldn't expect him to run an out from that far. I guess it's not really an out technically, but man, we could have really got burnt on that play. Let's look at that front. It looks like we've rushed 6. We got all of our boys up there. Boom, yeah. Oh, no, 45 shoots off to cover the running back. So we rushed 5. Green with the nice move. Okay, now this is that guard, 74. He's in for Ruiz, 51. And we watched yesterday, and we saw him get beat by this swim move twice. So this will be the 3rd time. Yes. Whoop. He just... Okay, so he's not really good. So crazy how strong Shaq Barrett is. He's not really strong. He's just very good with leverage. Just look at, he's just pushing 71 back. He does that all the time. You don't think he would be able to do it to those big linemen, but Tryon got good push too. Good extension. I like that. Look at that. I'm way behind in chat, so let me catch up here. Dang it. That's that one where he goes right by Vita. Look. Here's Vita. Guy cuts right beside Vita, and he just kind of, I want to see it from the end zone angle, see how much room is there. Normally Vita does not miss that. He got good penetration too. Dang. Can't complain. We did a great job stuffing their run. Then the running back just falls down. Look, nobody touches him. He just falls down. Is that Kamara, 41? Takes out his own player. Vita's got short arms. That's so close. He's got them Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. That's very unusual for him not to get that, though. He read this the whole way. Good penetration. Boom. He was in there. It's almost like he pulled up. Well, he is injured. Everybody. Yeah. Everybody locked up man on man now. Okay. Let me catch up with chat real quick. I'll pause this. Let me catch up with chat. Kate says we're going to sweep the division. Kate, I'm going to write that down. Kate predicts. That'll be so awesome. You know, I think it's. I would join you on that prediction. It's hard to do though, and it's a long season. Did y'all hear that Mike Evans is going to get an MRI on his leg? He's going to do that tomorrow. Baker said he didn't count that as a bad decision and wouldn't do anything different. It was a bad throw, athleticism problem. Okay, I'm not sure what play we're talking about here. We might end up with some bookend tackles one day. Hey, Joe, man, I tell you what, I've been impressed with Gedeke, how he's playing, man. He called himself the glass eater. And he had some really nice plays in this game that I saw. Yeah, Eddie said it. I am so far behind. Okay. You can see the concussion on 23 in this play. Okay. Yes, Kate. Lucas came in yesterday and told everybody that we got flexed. Smash that like button, B-Mock. Okay, there he is. I was just getting ready to say B-Mock's doing the hype man because MK's not here. D thinks that Worf's personality is going to change on the field. I hope so, because he's such a teddy bear. I've seen so many times where he could really take a guy out of a play, pancake him or just slam him or something, and he'll let up. He's a nice guy, it seems like. And, it's one thing to be good at what you do, but I think he'd be a lot better if he was more aggressive. Yeah, with Shaq with that the Bears when he was Shaq. I tell you, man, Shaq's an incredible player. Oh, guy pushed Vita's hip. I didn't even see that. Okay. What happened to him, Kay? Oh, you're talking about the interception he threw, Kate. Okay. We're going to have to look at, well, he almost threw one earlier in the game. And it was a bad decision. But I think he couldn't see the safety, because the Saints have that black and gold banner around their stadium, and they were wearing black and gold. And it was really hard to see that safety. That is my excuse anyhow. All right, all caught up with Champ. I'm going to try to be better with that. I get to watching all 22, and I don't look over as much. And plus, while I'm doing this, there's a whole bunch of stuff I got to do too. I'm like setting markers and everything. So I get distracted. Okay, what do we got here? Boom, I bet this is cover 3. Can't tell. All right. Ow. Just run. He just falls again. He probably gets tripped up a little bit. Gus Green, he's been playing a lot. He's been getting a lot of snaps. I'd like to see Gaines in there. Dang it, I forget the snap count yesterday. I know Shaq and JTS got the same amount of snaps, and then Yaya and Nelson, right, got the same amount of snaps. So they're definitely rotating those guys evenly. Probably have good. Is that? It is. That's Hill on Shaq. That's funny. And what? Yeah, 41 just slips again. Look, you can see his feet right here. Whoop, right here. He just slipped. That's twice now. He slipped. He needs to change his cleats, man. Nobody touched him. He just fell twice. Huh. And then Shaq comes in and gets credit for the tackle. He didn't do a thing. he just lands on him. Uh-oh. Look at Green at 76 getting that. Green like turned around and acted like he was going to hit him. Right here. He's like, I will smack you in the mouth. All right. Oh yeah. No, I'm highly impressed with Baker. His decision making, which was my biggest fear going in. D, what's up, JRB? Joshua, what's up, Zach? Everybody popped in when I was not paying attention. Yes, Gedeke did dominate Cam Jordan. What was I saying? Oh, D, yeah. No, but Baker Mayfield is making great decisions. I mean, incredibly good, especially seeing as how it's kind of a new system. I mean, he's really taken command of it. I've been highly impressed. That's what during the preseason, watching the battle between him and Trask, I was like, Baker's got this. Trask looked way uncomfortable. And Baker's carried it into the regular season, man. I've been real happy with his decision making. Week 1, team ranked number 30. Week 4, we're in the top 10. Whoa. Did not know that. Oh, no. Okay, sorry to hear that, brother. Any chance you're going to get to go out there and see him, man? I mean, if you can't, you can't, but Kate wants to give you a hug. We need some hug emojis. You said he's in Arizona, right? Okay. Gaines is good, yes. He technically sounded big. Should be in more. I feel the same way. When he's in, he does great. He makes plays. He's a playmaker. I always look for playmakers, I haven't seen him really mess up yet, and he's made plays. That's what you want. You want guys that don't make mistakes. That's number one. That's always the most important. Then you want guys that don't make mistakes and make plays. Oh, that's good coverage. That's good. Man, we played a lot of man. I did not realize how much man we played. Might just be this series, It's good coverage. Look at that. We got everybody locked in. Boop. Your mom's out there? That's good, good, good. That's good. Nice push. JTS, nice push. Look at this double team on Via again. Green. I think Green, if he could have spun right here, he's perfect position for it. Plant that foot and spin. But Derek gets this ball out. Wouldn't really matter. Oh, I know. Cansey comes in. Yeah, man, I'm excited to see him on the field. Just a little bit I saw of him. He looked really good. You know, what's he played like a dozen snaps this year so far? He looks like he's got a lot of speed and strength. Green could be another Jim Rampage. Yeah, you know, he's got he's getting a lot of snaps, and I've seen him do some good stuff, and I haven't really seen him mess up much. So he's definitely got potential to because they caught Vito when he wasn't set. He was switching gaps. Look at Golson. Golson's so good at stopping the run. He just squeezes. So yeah, I think Green. Man, this whole team. There's really nobody on this team that I'm like, oh, we need to. You know, there's nobody that looks like they're phoning it in, or, you know, everybody really looks. Ooh, is that Green again? Speaking of Green, yep. What's this? He gets around. Say, woo, Oh, this is that when he got the penalty. He did crap penalty. I hate these penalties. Who was he throwing to? There's nobody to throw to. Who did he throw to? Oh, what? Who is this? He just falls down. Oh, he was going for the ball. Okay. Yeah, there was nobody for him to throw to. Yeah, we saw this one yesterday. This was one of the ones that we saw yesterday. Yeah, he just flat out whooped 74. This is embarrassing for 74. Well, look, we got another false start over here. Huh? Nah. Whoop. Oh, and then he gets beat too. Oh my gosh. Oh man. And Vita being double teamed again. They ain't dumb. Oh, I want to see that, Joe. I like that Izzy. Smash that like button. Yeah, Green. Yeah. He definitely needs more tools in his toolbox. But, you know, he's playing with heart. And like I said, he's not out there getting pushed around. You know, he's filling his gaps. He's keeping an eye on the ball. Look at this. We got Yaya lined up as a tackle. Oh, there's Gaines. Yaya Gaines. We got Levante. That's an outside linebacker. Bowles in his dang formations, man. You never know what you're going to get with him. I swear, I think he pulls stuff from the hat, man. Okay. Oh, Gaines read that the whole way too. Right here, he tried, but he couldn't keep up with 41. He's out there trying to stay with him. Oh, you're too big, Gaines. Oh, Nelson dropped back into coverage. Huh. Got that tackle, though. Gaines is like, I'm not going to run all that way for nothing. Carr was lined up as a fullback. I didn't even see that. All right, let me catch up. Vita got tripled. I'm going to catch up with this chat here. Yeah, I want to see that, Joe. I want to see that in the current. Is that new one? What's up, Al? We are about 6 plays in, I think. Yeah, I want to see out Watt some too. I want to see some of our tight ends. Somebody pointed out yesterday that we had pulled up the snap counts, and they pointed out that Otten had 100% of the snap counts, the tight end. And I'm like, man, that's a lot. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. He's played a lot this year, and our other tight ends haven't. I mean, Keith was getting in there, but I don't know what's going on with that. It's interesting. Did Carr get hit on that last play? Dang it. Oh, you found the hug emoji. Sweet. Yeah, keep us updated on that, MK. We've been praying for you, brother. Praying for your granddad. Yeah, I think I like that. Yeah. I like him a lot. And I'll say this: y'all are going to get sick of me saying it, but I like it because he reminds me of JPP. You know, he's built like him. He plays like him. He even stands like him. His set. Dang, I didn't even see Carr playing halfback back then. Gronk 100%. I don't know, Al. I'd have to look back at that. But if anybody was going to do it, it'd be him. Oh, okay. You're going to look it up. Cool. Otten is just a terrible blocker. He's done a little bit better this year, D. He was bad last year. Or, well, you know, I wouldn't say bad, but he wasn't good. What's up, Young Hustler? YYD. Okay, Gronk was about 75%. Yep. I figured if anybody'd be at 100, it'd be Gronk, but it's just so weird. You know, and I figured man, that was nice. That was so sweet. That's Yaya. Speaking of Yaya, YYD. You know, I knew we'd run tight end sets a lot, but I figured it'd be more routes. You know, I want to see if he's running routes or if he's blocking. Because in Arian's system, it was blocking. Yeah, I read that pretty. Look at that. And this is a complex play. You got 1 and then 2. Yeah. Pushes off 71. Gets by 75. And then he's there. And Levante, of course, Levante's going to read it. He's so good. He's just so good at reading these plays. Boom, boom. Oh, man, that's nice. That's nice. I am so glad we did this to the Saints. Same play. On September 13th, I had 1.78 thousand subscribers. Now today, at October 30th, I have 1.81. Dang, check me out. I'm big on the internet. That's what liking the streams is subscribing those guys. He's got a screenshot of the 1.78. September 13th, is that when I started streaming? I was trying to figure that out the other day. No, I was doing preseason, right? What down is this? Dang. We just gave up everything underneath here. Must be a late down. Is that quarters? I don't know what they're playing. Okay, you've got Shaq Barrett in coverage. So Shaq drops back into coverage. Does Yaya drop back into coverage? No. Okay, White comes in. Boom. Oh, and 29. This running back doesn't know what to do here. Look, he's like, oh crap. Okay. He does this shuffle. He didn't know who to block. The last second, he goes for 45 and misses. Whiff. Nice job, defense. Yeah, so that was third down. Nice. He doesn't get off. I'm going to see Chris Godwin throwing a pass play. Yeah, it was a nice pass. It was not a good decision, but it was a nice spiral. Had some oomph to it. He threw it. I think the guy was double covered. Stats in for this week, and Tampa Bay is a top 10 quarterback in every key metric. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Now, those guys look like they were racing, too. Look like about 5 of them. Bowl scheme or Kiffin's? Oh, man, I have to go with Kiffin's. I mean, I like Bowles. His schemes are really not so much as, good play calls at certain times, but we do everything. And there's not a defensive play we don't do. But we show so many different looks. I mean, it's incredible. We just do crazy stuff constantly. But Kiffin's, I don't know. I got a sweet spot for Kiffin. That's just a beautiful pass. Beautiful pass. When does he? Yeah. Huh. There he was, just targeting Evans again. I don't think he looked at anybody else. He might kind of scan the field there. Play action. Nah, he went straight for Mike. All right, let's look at this. This is offensive blocking. Now, see, this is what I expect to see much more of this year. This is Hainsey gets a little shot. They're not being very nice to Cam Jordan here. Bam, bam. Like a pinball. See O'Keefe come in and then zoom. So you would assume he's going to go and then cut back. Oh, he didn't cut hard enough. Dang it. Look at that gap. Let's see what he picks up. That's a nice hole there. All right. Can't complain about that. That's a nice little design. I like that. Boop. Okay, so it was actually, but Hainsey did not get that second level block there. He didn't block anybody. Right. Mock. Everybody doing good here. Nice. Mock had a tough time, but this is that Shepard. Remember him? We talked about him yesterday. He's the one that tried to hurt our quarterback. Oh, man, look. He sits right on Mock's head. He does. Right there. Oh, helmet to the butt. All right, let me catch up with chat real quick. Passer rating, quarterback rating. Dang it. I missed that play. All right. Boom. Another going. Throw was a little low. But still. See, I wish we would have done this. We've done this like 3 times already in this game. We should have done this so much more in the Philadelphia game. O'Keefe did not get out enough. He's supposed to be the pressure release here. He blocks a little bit and then goes out. He should have traveled, carried. He didn't get much of a block on 94, but no big deal. Bam, White comes in. Hits dude in the helmet to helmet contact here. Wham, spins him around. Whack. Right there. Bam. Works just over there casually dominating. I'll catch up with chat here in a second. Okay, here's a play. That was good. Tom did. Tom picked. He's the only one that picked the Saints over the Bucs. Al. Yeah, my goodness. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, he did, and it really. We shot ourselves in the foot. You know, we tried to get too cute with the Eagles game. Both sides of the ball. I don't know. That stuff Bowles was calling, I did not like. Against a running team, you're going to. I mean, we were like playing wide 9. You know, I'm like, what the. Huge gaps on that line. And it was just bad play calling, I thought. Bad scheming on both sides of the ball. But we learned. I think we walked away and said, you know, we're going to be us. You know, so it's okay to adjust. It's okay to devise, but we're not going to go totally out of our ballpark. Just try and beat somebody. Try to be too cute. We were too scared of the Eagles going in. Gave them too much credit. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Worse did not get the depth he needed here. Why does he step out? But lucky for him, Mayfield saw it, steps up. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah. Why did... I would say that's bad technique on worst part. And he got crossed up, too. You know, feet crossing each other right here. Huh. Cody looking for work like that. 71 looking for work. 71 should have turned around and saw this. And White should have saw it. But I guess everybody just expects Wirfs to have everything locked down over there. Kate Otten coming in with the block. It's definitely a block in the back here. These refs were so horrible. Okay, where's Mike at? You know that's who he's looking at. It does look like he's looking. Okay. He looks at his check. He looks at White. Okay, he's scanning the whole field. It looks like he does look at White first. He's looking over here. And then boom, he's looking over here. And then boom, he looks over here. Right there. Ugh. Oh, this is the one we got the intentional grounding. What a crap play. Crap call. Because you've got White right here. Oh, okay, so this wasn't White. That was Godwin over here. All right, so yeah, you got White right here. And he's getting hit. So his throw's going to be a little bit off. And here's the ball. Intentional grounding, man, they really need to change that rule to make it more specific. It's just way too much in the hands of the ref, way too subjective. I get so mad. I would playing Drew Brees because he used to intentionally ground all the time, 3-4 times a game. Never got called for it either. Okay. What the? All right. We 71 kind of gets in the way of White. Not bad. Not bad. It's a crap penalty. Hold on. Let me go back and look at how far away it was. I mean, I know it was kind of far away, but I've definitely seen. I mean, you see he gets hit right here. Wham. So of course his throw's going to be off. It's not his fault. You can see White's looking for the pass. He's not out here blocking. These refs sucked. All right, I'm still way behind on the chat, so. Damn, they're running man on us too. What if we change that up later in the game? I bet we do. What if he really wanted this? Who is number one here? Probably, who is this, Godwin? Probably Godwin. Do you know? I think he gets a little bit of pressure here. Oh, no, they only rushed 3. No, he just gets the ball out quick. He just, he could have let this downfield develop. I would have liked to have seen that right here. And he's running for it. And they had it locked down, but yeah. He's going this way. That might would have been a nice, just chunk it. Okay, let me catch up on chat real quick. What's up, Tom? Tom said, let's not talk about the past. How dare you pick the Saints? That was hilarious. Yeah, that defense. Good grief. You even call this. You're dropping 4 back, and they're all right next to each other. Oh, I do not think that's how this is supposed to be. Man, did we take advantage of this? Oh, no. This must be third down. Man, it would have been nice if we would have had something to take advantage of that. Okay, Gedeke with that bend but don't break. Right here, he puts his foot in the ground. Don't go any further. Yeah, they haven't really gotten any pressure. Okay. Oh, yeah, no, Kate. I hope we don't have that attitude with the Lions or the 49ers either. Oh, or the Bills. The Bills have been playing good. We got to play them, too. Young Hustler likes the Lakers. I watch basketball. I really, since about 2005 or so, I've cut out all sports except for football. I just don't have the time anymore. Like I was saying yesterday, I only play one fantasy football team, too. Oh, man, that's close. Ooh, that's real close. Look, you can see, here's the football. It's blurry. And here's his hand. That was close. Let me catch up real quick. Yeah, we're definitely. Unless something really disastrous happens, we're going to win the NFC South. So we got to be ready for the playoffs. Whatever that means. No, Young Hustler, I'm the same way. When we lose, I don't like to watch any sport. I don't watch any of the announcements. Speaking of which, did y'all see Pat McAfee's show yesterday? He had like a long segment on the Bucs talking about how good we were, and Baker Mayfield, and how it's a perfect fit and all that good stuff. Pretty good section. Yeah, the NFL is always. I don't think it's that they hate the Bucs. It's just that we are just such a small market team that we just don't make them no money. It was like when we won the Super Bowl the first time around. Normally, the Super Bowl winners get like 5 primetime games. I think we got 3. I was so mad. Yeah, they love having the Super Bowl in Tampa, though, because we got a nice stadium. It's a little outdated, but it's still cool. Yeah, I'm liking Gedeke for sure. Very impressive. So many guys this year didn't play well last year, but they're playing great this year. Gedeke, Logan Hall, Tryon's doing pretty good. He didn't do a whole lot against the Eagles, but those two right there, I was really worried about. And they're playing great. You're the same way, Al. Quit all sports around 2015-ish. Yeah, it's there was at one point where I was like, I wouldn't say completely 24/7, but I was working. I was a programmer, had my own business, and I had my workstation set up right in front of a big screen TV, and I always had sports on. Every now and then I put a movie on. Funny story. I used to listen with headphones, wireless headphones. This was in the early 2000s. And I'd put a DVD in from Netflix And I think I know every Menu song from every Netflix DVD in the world because I'd put it in and I'd get working and I'd forget to play, especially if it was a good Menu soundtrack. And it would just play over and over. I'd do that for hours. I'd just sit there and listen to the Menu soundtrack. Some of them are really good. I actually have a list somewhere of good CD Menu soundtracks. But there was a point where I was so heavy into sports that I was watching sports like all day and all night, And it was like, I mean, I love boxing. I haven't watched boxing I've watched matches every now and then, but guys, probably been 10, 15 years since I've really watched boxing. I love the UFC. It's been about the same with them, but I got into it about a year ago. My best friend, he got back into it, so we both got back into it together for a while, but then it was taking too much time and I had to cut it out. NASCAR, love NASCAR. Haven't watched NASCAR in probably 20 years. Hockey, love hockey. Haven't watched that probably in 20 years. So, you just got to, as you get older, you got to cut things out of your life, because you got more responsibilities and stuff, and especially when you get kids. And plus, after a while, you realize, you're really watching other people's lives. They're doing stuff you're not. Like, kind of weird. It's like watching other people live their lives or something. Yeah, too early to count chickens. December is all divisional games. Yeah, that's a long season. Anything can happen. We've seen it many, many times. Did we play the Texans? Crap. Kate got into sports by the NFL. Never followed any other sport. Yeah, just stick with the NFL. That would be my suggestion. They'll suck you in. Next thing you know, your whole life is watching ESPN. Basketball and baseball, I don't like watching them unless I'm at the stadium. Then they're fun just because any sport's fun when you're there. But I don't like watching basketball and baseball, but I love playing them. You think the quarterback play is hiding some O-line flaws, huh? Interesting. McCullum, he's done very well. He's not screwing up like he did last year. And Izzy just came out of nowhere. Like I said, man, when Bowles announced he was a starter early in preseason, I was like, what? UFC and MMA, you like to do that, Kate? I've never done it. I love Baker's elusiveness. He is extremely quick, not like speedy, but reflexes are just deceptively quick. Our whole team is balling out. Yes, sir, young hustler. Everyone is having their own week. You can't say who's going to show up. I know, right? Yeah, the Eagles game gave the young guys butterflies. I think they gave the vets butterflies too. I'll tell you, it looked like we just shot ourselves in the foot. The Eagles beat us before we stepped on the field, man. They got in our heads. Al says we aren't that bad. It's just that people all across the country thought we were going to blow. Why? Because Bryce is going to be good without taking a snap. Yeah. Ritter's going to be good for no reason. Right? I don't understand that, Bryce. I really don't. I don't know what they were thinking there. It just, I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out, but he did not look like a number one overall pick to me. still have to play the Texans. Man. Houston's got a decent defense. Yeah, they're looking good from what I've seen. I haven't really broken down any of their film, so maybe we'll do some of that too. Do some Texans. We play the Texans November 5th. Okay. Let's get back to this game. Raheem Jarrett. AB type receiver. He's got that speed. I really thought Trey would be targeted more with his speed. Yeah, MH, it seems like that CJ Stroud is a pretty good quarterback from what I've seen. Kate says she's done it before, the MMA and box, but she haven't because of traveling around / poverty / COVID. It's like everybody's big three. Well, big two, anyhow. Poverty and COVID. Oh, man, used to train 4 hours a day. Woo. Sweet. Jiu-jitsu? So I've always wanted to take jiu-jitsu. I tried taking kenjutsu back in the early 90s. I'm huge into Japanese culture. Miyamoto Musashi is like my all-time favorite. Matter of fact, if I had my bookshelf lighted up over there, Art of War, Miyamoto Musashi, that warrior culture. Anyhow, so Japanese sword fighting has always fascinated me. It bothers me how they show it in movies because it's nothing like how it really is. I mean, it's a one-stroke kill. It's really just, you see them banging the swords together. No, it was all whoever was fastest, who could unsheath the quickest, you were dead. Whoever could unsheath the quickest killed the other person like that. So it was really a matter of speed. But anyhow, so I wanted to learn kenjutsu, which is Japanese sword fighting, the real stuff. And there was a master where I lived. And so I went and I was like, can I do it? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I started like training with him, and he had me do it. It was just like from the Karate Kid. I was like mopping the dojo and stuff and everything. And I was like, what? And he was like, just patience. So I'm thinking, oh, Karate Kid, just wax on, wax off. And then eventually, after a while, and remind you, I'm paying this guy. After a while, we started using like the bamboo sword things, and it was just really just like unsheathing them towards each other. He was showing me different things. And so I ended up asking another student, I was like, when are we going to get to play with real swords? And the guy said 10 years. He said it's a minimum of 10 years before he will allow anybody to handle a sword. I was like, yeah, I'm out. Karate Kid, that bad, no. And it makes sense though, because those things are extremely dangerous. You don't want to be playing around. But I didn't have the patience. I was in my 20s, man. I was like, Jags' offense is looking horrible. You got Nico Collins from free agency on a few of my teams. Texans should be good. Multiple first-round picks for the last 10 years. They do. I think in the past 10 years, it was a toss-up between them and Cleveland. Most first-round picks. What's up, Nate? Katanas are so cool. I know. I used to have some. They were fake, aluminum. I've had them for 30 years, but I got rid of them. In what we call the Great Purge, I moved to an apartment. Didn't have space for a bunch of stuff, and I didn't want to get a storage unit because I swore I was never going to get a storage unit again. I've had storage units like my whole life, and they're like $100, $200 a month. And I calculated one day all the money I'd spent on storage units, and then I looked at the stuff I had in storage units. I was like, yeah, this is not worth it. So I vowed I was never going to have a storage unit again. So when we moved from a house to an apartment. It was a downgrade of about 500 square feet. Had to get rid of some stuff. And Molly, she has like she doesn't have attachments to anything. She just gets rid of stuff. She's not a material person at all. Me, I keep everything. So I ended up throwing away a bunch of stuff. A bunch of it I wish I wouldn't have. But especially now that we've got the house, we gained about almost 1,000 square feet. So I got plenty of room now for junk. Kate says, it's kind of weird how much translates to football, the hand fighting, especially O-line attack. I find myself referring to it with wrestling terms. I have, Kate, all my life used football as a philosophy. I can always point to football no matter what I'm talking about. I can always point to football to give some type of analogy, because that's one of the fascinating things about football. You compare it to any other sport, any other competition in the world. Look at basketball. All the guys are tall and slim. You look at soccer. All of them are, medium sized and fit. They're all the same size. You look at baseball. You look at NASCAR even. All the guys are usually generally small. Horse jockey, they're all small. You have to be a certain type to play different types of sports. Football is the only sport where you can be big, tall, short, fat, fast, slow. There's a place for everybody on football. And then you've got the offensive philosophy, defensive philosophy, special teams. There's just, it's the little things that matters. It's foundations. Football is really a great analogy for a lot of life philosophies, I think. I'm always talking to people and I'll be like, it's kind of like football. Yelling at the TV to run the pipe. He was getting free labor from me. I know. Yeah, it was. I was not near as patient as I am now back in my 20s. And I mean, it was a real struggle for me because I'm like, I'm thinking, Karate Kid, this is what you do. You clean the dojo and then you get into the good stuff if you just hang in there long enough. But 10 years? No. Falcons, Bills, Texans, Titans, 49ers, Colts, Panthers, Falcons, Packers, Jaguars, Saints, Panthers. I see 3 tough games left. Bills, 49ers. And you thinking the Texans? Or Colts? Somebody was saying the Colts are doing pretty good. Yeah, I thought the Jags were going to do a lot better this year. I like Trevor Lawrence. I think he's a good footballer. Maybe they'll get it together. MH says 49ers, Bills, Texans, Titans, Colts, Saints. You think the Saints are going to win a revenge game? Not at our house, man. They ain't going to do it. Baseball and golf. Golf is one of those things. I'm sitting here running my mouth. We're not even watching the film. Golf is one of those things. I played it, and I played it for a little over a year, and I was really good at it, almost like naturally good. I had a lot of people that were like, "You lie. You've played golf before." And I'm like, "No, I've never really played." And I got a few tips that helped me out too while I was playing from some really good golfers, because I kind of took an interest. But I saw real quick how addicting it is. Oh my gosh, golf is like super. It was super. I was like thinking about it all the time and dreaming about it, and I was like thinking about buying, like real nice set of golf clubs and doing research. Bowling was the same way. I got into bowling. Bowling is one of the most technical sports in the world, surprisingly. I mean, all the technology, those bowling balls are not just chunks of rock. I mean, they are the materials that go in. There's all kinds of different materials you can get, and the oils. Ah, man, but anyhow, I got into bowling for years, and but golf was one of those. I had to literally pull myself away because I was like, I've seen people that spend like their whole lives, throwing money and their time. And golf takes a lot of time. A lot of time. And I said, I just can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to spend that much time and money and effort on a sport. So I had to walk away from golf because, man, it is addicting. But bowling was different because I was on a league with my mom and some friends, so it was more of a social thing. But again, I'm competitive, so I'm like studying up on it and practicing, and of course I had to go and buy the best ball and get it custom drilled and all that stuff. Josh works in the tech industry, and my football analogies never go over good with that crowd. They don't know a thing, do they? What do you do in the industry, Josh? You IT, you engineer, you do coding? Okay, speaking about slow players in the NFL, I don't know if you've answered this yet. Man, I'm way behind. Okay. Guess who was the slowest big-name cornerback, and how slow was his 40-yard dash? Don't count anyone from pre-combine because no one had 40 times back then. Are you going to say Carlton Davis? Is he really a big-name cornerback, though? Sauce Gardner. That'd be my guess. Yeah, MH, it was a great day. They booed the Saints going in at halftime and then booed them the rest of the game. That was so awesome, man. I can't remember the last time I saw this Saints fan booing their own team. Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing, too. Rampage. Or Nate. I like the toughness. I'm a big believer in the whole what doesn't make us strong or what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. That our body, we're made. If you ever read Asim Talib's Anti-Fragile, great book, if you can get through his hoity-toityness, our whole body, our immune system, our muscles, everything is designed to get stronger under pressure. Our bones, if you don't use your bones, you get osteoporosis. If you lay in bed, your muscles develop atrophy. But if you work them out, forced resistance on your bones and your muscles, your immune system, everything, it gets stronger. And I think that, as people in a society and everything, we need to push ourselves and, compete and make ourselves tough. I think toughness is a good thing. And the NFL is, a very tough sport. They're getting away from it, but hopefully it'll start coming back a little bit. Oh, you were talking about different body types can succeed in baseball and golf. Yeah. Okay. I see Rampage. Yeah, definitely golf. Definitely golf. Lions, Bills, 49ers, Jags. Those are going to be tough games. You got the Jags as a loss? Kate? MK, I played a lot of organized sports, track and field. I was a long distance runner. Ended up going to state championship. I was the second best long distance runner on our team, and our quarter mile guy got hurt, and so our coach asked me to run the quarter mile race because they didn't really need me for the long distance because I was the second best, and everybody knew the number one guy was going to win. So I'd never run quarter mile before. I was like, sure. And we get out there and I take off, the gun goes off. I go and I just go in front of everybody. I'm like way ahead of everybody. And I'm running and I'm thinking, wow, this is really easy. I should have done this. This is where I should be at in the quarter mile. And as I'm rounding the fourth turn, I hear footsteps. And I turn around. I didn't really turn around. Didn't have to turn around. I just kind of turned my head, and it was like whoosh, 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 whoosh. They all just flew right past me. And I was like, oh, crap. And I tried to speed up, and I couldn't because I was long distance running. Long distance running, you pace. I didn't know in the quarter mile, you kind of pace 3/4 of the way around and then turn it on at the end. You don't do that in long distance running, cross country. So I ended up way in last, and I was so embarrassed. It was like, man, my girlfriend was in the stands. My mom was in the stands. First time she'd ever come to one of my meets. I'm so embarrassed. But I did track and field, did football, played basketball, baseball. My best sport, though, was racquetball. I actually had a Echelon sponsorship. Well, I was offered a Echelon sponsorship. I was 14 years old. And they had to get my parents to sign me up, to get permission from my parents, and they wouldn't do it. Dumb. Josh Norman, 4.6. Ooh, that's slow. Dang. Yeah. Engineer and aerospace, R&D. Nice, Josh. Sweet. Raytheon. NASA. My sister worked for NASA. Who else am I thinking? I don't know, Raytheon's the only one that's coming to mind. Yes, Nate, 100%. Yes, 100%. I agree with everything you're saying. I espouse this book all the time, but it's called Brainwashed by... Hold on a second. Merrill Hodge. Great book. He talks about CTE, but he talks about football and the dangerous aspects of it and all that good stuff. But he said there's a real crisis going on because people are not letting their kids play dangerous sports anymore, and it's really hurting the poor people, because poor people, or the poorer people, sports is a large part of their lives, and it's a community builder and all that good stuff, and they're getting away from it. So it's a great book, highly recommend it. Let's get back to this all22. Good grief. MK just found out he's 58% Irish, 29% Scottish, 10% English, and Northwestern European, and 3% from Norway. I'm about the same. My sister took that, did one of the DNA things, and found out we're from Northern Europe, like completely. 58% Irish. That's where the drinking comes from, buddy. I dated a girl who was pure Irish. Man, I tell you, they like to drink. The meme is real. Her whole family, and they like to the warm Guinness. I'd go over to the house, and they'd all be warming up Guinness. Yeah, you eventually build a taste for it, but it was a kind of a culture shock. I know, Al, nobody knows what racquetball is nowadays. I'm so sad about that, man. So I love that sport, mainly because I was really, really, really good at it. It was like I My physique was just built for it. And at a very young age, I was introduced to it at a very young age. At a very young age, I'm a practicer. I love to practice things. There's some people are like that. Like Molly. She's just not. She doesn't like to spend time doing repetitive tasks. I really do. And I used to practice. I'd go into the racquetball club and just spend all day just practicing. And eventually got to the point where I wasn't beat. I have, from the time I was about 15 years old, I was playing adults, and I didn't get beat until I was 23, I think. And I was playing racquetball like every day. It was crazy. I was really good. And yeah, for it to be a dead sport now, I've still got my racquetball rackets and the Echelon shirt that they gave me. They wanted me on that sponsorship so bad. Okay. Yeah, I know. Could you imagine being Bradshaw or Theismann or one of those guys now? And you made like $1 million. You've seen these guys making all that money. That's gotta be tough. But Bradshaw's made money. His broadcasting paycheck and his acting paychecks. He's been in some big movies. That Failure to Launch with Matthew McConaughey. He's not poor, that's for sure. Tom did the exact same thing. I used to work with a guy who was an offensive lineman for the Georgia Bulldogs. Big guy, huge, just huge, massive human being. And this story really gave me a lot of respect for football players. We were working one day and we were talking about running, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty fast and everything. I've never been a super fast sprinter. I mean, I'm fast, but not super fast." And, I weigh all of 180, 190 pounds. And he was easily 300. Big guy. And he challenged me to a race, right? So we go out to the parking lot, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. And we raced. We did a 40-yard dash, and he almost beat me. I mean, it was close. And I was blown away. I was like, what? How are you that big and that fast? Collins Aerospace. Okay. Nice, man. It's good work. That is good work. Explains why you love beer. Yes, MK. Yes, 100%. No, I'm dead serious. It is in the blood of the Irish. Because they drink all day long and act just like they haven't drank. It's like, I think they need it to survive. Your mom's favorite beer is Guinness. Yes, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'll take $1 million right now, any day. I'll take 100,000 of it to buy myself a nice house, buy a fishing boat, and invest the rest. That's the way to do it. See, you're wise beyond your years, man. Invest that money. All right, let's get back to watching some of this. Dang, we're going slow. It's nice to not be in a, we don't have a game coming up Sunday. We can take our time with all 22. All right, what are we doing here? Devin White late with the, he turns around. They were looking at the play action. He spins all the way around, run. He's running to a spot, and that was his spot. He didn't get there fast enough. That was just right in between Levante and Devin. I don't know where Levante or Devin was supposed to go. I mean, he's looking. He's got his back to him. Now he turns. Now he's looking back. I don't even know what this defense is. Cover three underneath. That's what I'd go with. It just all gets bunched up. We got Tryon and coverage on somebody up there. Yeah, he doesn't make this catch. It skips. We got White out there, Gaines and Gulston. And then this is the second series of the Saints, and we've got Shaq and JTS are out there still. So they must not bring the next group in or the next outside linebackers in until later in the game. You would think they'd switch them out every series. You normally don't switch them out every couple plays. You see, used to you'd call that holding right there. But anymore, they don't. Green getting double teamed. Not a whole lot there. Lions film, okay. We're probably going to do another team in between it, but we're definitely going to hit the Lions film before week 6. Oh, I forgot Jimmy Graham was out there. He's so old. Reggie White ran him down. Yeah, okay. Bunch of stuff out there on that. If you got patience, the best thing to do is start investing young. I wish I would have. And get into assets that have good interest. Everything's a risk, but, don't ever put your money. This is just me talking crap here. Don't ever put your money in anything that you could lose it all. Anything where you can lose it all isn't really an investment. It's a gamble. But finding assets that increase in value every year and just keep dumping money into it, compound that interest as much as you can. That is the best surefire way to get rich. But what I would suggest, and this is just a personal thing with me, is entrepreneurship. Working for other people, you have a ceiling of what you can earn. Working for yourself, there is no ceiling. You earn about as much as you. I think he grabs him by the face mask here. Yeah, he does. Got away with one there. But entrepreneurship is a completely different beast. It's a mindset it takes a few years. It took me about 4 or 5 years to really understand. I call it blue collar mentality. It's what kind of we're all pretty much born into. And it's a nice play. Entrepreneurship is a very different way of looking at the world and money. But, you're investing in yourself, and it really makes you feel like your work is very valuable. Man, Vita just tosses, dude. Oh, man. Oh, he had him. You see, Vita's not playing right. Which pec is hurt on him? Is it right? His right pec or his left pec? He just gets bumped off. Dang. 70 gets pushed into Vita, bumps him off. Man. We just collapsed this line. That's good to see. It is a weird formation again. Why do we have Shaq Barrett playing inside? We got Logan Hall outside. You just never know what you're going to get with Todd Bowles. Then he drops it. They're over here mocking him. That's hilarious. You suck. MH says sell water. Yeah, see, okay, that's a good way to think. You don't want your job to be the only source of income. If I could suggest one book to help you out with the mindset, it's Scott Adams' How to Fail at Everything and Win Bigly. It was a game changer for me. And I've been an entrepreneur since the mid-90s. But he did what you're saying. You know, he had a good job, but he didn't want it to be his only source of income. So he kind of branched out, tried a whole bunch of stuff. He was a banker. Look at this block. 88. Oh, dang it. Glitches right at the time you don't want it to. Wham. I think 88 got the worst of it, but he put his shoulder into it. Man, you do that playing 100% of the snaps, you ain't going to last long. Let's watch him here. 88. Who is it he hits? 92? Let's see. Bam! Oof. He rings 92's bell, but booyah. All right, 71 gets beat. Right there. Cody gets beat. Really, it's just because of the pile of bodies. He can't leverage because 92's in his way. Worf's over here just silently dominating his guy. Hainsey gets that second level block. That's good. Oh, and then he gets rolled up on. Oof. But 71 falls on Hainsey's leg. Right here. Woo. That could have been dangerous. Don't want to see that. Austin better get that weight up, son. He wasn't playing around that block. I mean, he took the brunt of it, but you like to see it. He wasn't playing around. Boom. That's a tough one here. Who is this? 13? Mike? He's open. But that's tough because 32 is going to drop down and lay him out probably. Little. Now see, I don't blame this on Baker. This is not an overthrow. 14's looking at this, right? He's got his eye. He's turned around. He's looking. He sees the release right here, right? About right here, he should be able to judge where that ball is going to go. And he doesn't turn upfield quick enough. See? It's his job. Once that ball is released, it's his job to get up under the ball. Now, granted, it was probably supposed to be over here, the way the routes run. Looks like he was expecting it over here. We don't know that. It might have been a whoop. Wait on that. But, once that ball's in the air, Receivers got to adjust, man. I get angry when I hear that on TV when they'll talk about, the quarterback overthrew it, and then you watch it on game film, and the receiver had 5 seconds to adjust to the ball, and they don't. Okay, Otten gets held here. He does a quick block, and then goes to release. Look at this. Guy holds him. That's 92. Again, holding him, still holding him. Now he lets him go. How in the world did this ref not see that? I guess he's looking at the quarterback? I don't know. But that slowed Otten down. He couldn't get out. Vita coming at you's got to be a scary sight when you're a quarterback. I know, especially when he's coming straight at you like he does sometimes. Just barreling down the hall. That's what she said. Dang. That's a tough throw. Where's he throw? Oh, this is that bad decision. Yeah, that's a bad decision. He's going here to Otten. He doesn't see this guy at all. He don't see him at all. There's no way he would have thrown that if he would have seen this. That should have been an interception all day. I think Baker Mayfield just did not see him. He blended in. Two things. He's standing on this thing. We can't really see it from here. On the broadcast version, you can see around the stadium, they've got the black and gold wrap around the bottom of the stadium, which makes it hard to see these guys because they're in black and gold too. Or it makes it harder to see him. I don't think he saw it. That's what I'm going to go with. Yeah, okay, if you would. If you want to read some. It's a good book. Just, it's a good book on life and failure and business. Smoking a cigar while watching. Drinking some Cervasier. Some brandy. Or a beer. I could use a beer. I'm out. Bad pass. Derek Carr. Wide open. Throw it too high. Still should have caught it, though. So we drop Nelson and White comes in. See, we didn't play this against Philadelphia, man. So you see how close we are? I mean, we got a good against Philadelphia, man. We were set way, Diaby'd be way out here. There'd just be gaps all over the place. Our linebackers were 10 yards off the ball. They were back here. So much space we created for them. Weird. Then we play the Saints and we're all crowded up on the line. Oh, worse against Hutchinson? Hutch, doesn't he generally play on the left side of the defense, right side of the offense? So he'll probably be going up against Gedeke for the most part, right? If I recall correctly. How in the world are we getting pushed that far over? Man. Okay. We go. He's trying to run in between apparently this gap right here. So we go with it. We're going with it. It closes down. But look at all the space he had over here. He saw Levante. He read his keys right here. So he's like, okay, I'll go this way. And then runs into his own guy. Man, Kamara stank it up. And then Diaby comes and tackles him. Man, oh man, oh man. He's been slipping. Not running well at all. Let's look at this gap here. Look at this. Look at that. If 70's got the seal on 45, man, that's a huge hole. Levante's so good at not getting blocked. God barely gets a hand on him. Then it looks like he holds him. Definitely holds him there. Look, he grabs his arm. He's got his arm. Look, he pulls him. David had to twist his arm out from that guy. Yeah, cheaters. $29 read this. He called it out. Or no. He was, okay. They're calling out who to cover here. He's telling Winfield to cover this guy because he's going to blitz in. And he's saying, I've got this guy. So who's got this guy? What is going on here? It ended up being, he comes to blitz in. Boy, we're lucky there. He goes to blitz in. They had us outnumbered. Delaney was running back. Okay, Delaney was going to take the deep safety spot. Ooh, that could have been dangerous, man. I bet there was some holding on that play. Nelson immediately goes this way. He reads that screen. Huh. That's quite impressive. No, I don't see any holding. I thought for sure 27 was being held. That's just a good block. They're still cheaters. Hutchin is left, so yeah, Gedeke. Okay. Let me see. Oh, Worse was in his line of sight. Okay. That's a good point. I keep forgetting that Baker's kind of on the short side. Otten and Godwin both taking routes. Let's just let the safety sit on both of them. Should have made Godwin take a corner post to split the safety off. It would have made one of them free. Yeah. There's been some questionable designs, but you learn. They're learning. Got an ad midstream. I think you're getting monetized. Yeah, I was talking about this a couple of weeks ago. I've been switching between turning the monetization off and turning it on. But when I turn it on, it's like they put all these ads in the middle of the stream. I don't want that. So then I come to find out that YouTube has been having a problem with that. So they've revamped their ad layout system. So then I've got it set to where it's one ad every 20 minutes at max. And I meant to ask y'all if you've been seeing ads or whatever. The reason why I put the ads on is because if I don't put the ads on, if I don't turn them on, I would prefer not to have the ads on for you guys. But if I don't, then YouTube doesn't promote the video, the stream. So it's kind of like a catch-22. Look at Vita, man. He is fighting this. He is fighting. He almost gets through, too. He's got to love it. Oh, he does get through. Yeah, that's right. Throw that holding flag. Look at Logan Hall busting around. Ooh, nice athletic move. Stays on his feet, jumping over Yaya. Woo! I'm starting to like him more and more. You got Gaines coming. I tell you what, this front right here might be deadly. I want to see more of this. I think we will in this game. Vita, Gaines, Hall, Yaya, and Nelson. I like that. Okay, Rampage has been annoying. All right. Maybe I can turn the midstream ads off. They wouldn't let me do it previously, but now that they've revamped it, maybe I can do that. And just have it like ads at the beginning and the end or something. The thing of it is, you can't control it that much. But if I don't have the ads on there, then I don't get promoted. And man, they were going hard on this one. You got deep routes all day long. This is weird. Look how he like kind of hesitates, and then he's like running. Then he runs a post. Oh, he starts to. The ball's already thrown. He like stops and then starts again. He was going to try and split those safeties. Yeah. Okay. Last year was a wash. I'm just, yet last year, I think everybody played worse than they can or should or whatever. So I'm just going to, like I learned my lesson with Logan Hall. He just looked so horrible last year. They dropped Vita back in coverage. I'll never understand this. He can't jump. Logan Hall just played so bad last year that I was going to write him off as bust, but he's playing great this year. Something happened last year. And same thing goes with Gadicke. Same thing goes with everybody. So I'm just saying, if they played bad last year, let's give them this year to give them another chance. Oh, he jumped off sides. I knew Kamara was going to be irrelevant. Yeah, they played him a lot more than I thought they were going to. And he does not look good. 13 catches. Great for fantasy football if you're on a PPR league, though, right? I'm in a half PPR. They changed it a couple years ago and didn't say anything, and I drafted. And I drafted like it was PPR. I mean, it makes a big difference. It's PPR or half PPR. Oh, I think this was a third down, too. I want to say it was. Okay. Izzy and misses a tackle, right? Oh, he doesn't even get there. He puts the brakes on right here. Pretty sure that was a third down, but first down either way. All right, what do we got? Got Vita and Gaines. Cam Gill out here. Haven't seen him in a while, except on special teams. And then Yaya. And then White comes in. So, but this gets off so quick. Man, nice Cam. He gets around his edge. Dude totally whiffs on him. Whoa. Derek Carr had to get that out, or he was going to get smashed. That's a shame. I always feel bad for those pass rushers when they get a good shot on the quarterback and the secondary gives up a big play. Is that Carlton Davis? He's pushing his dude back. He ain't going to block me, son. Ooh, pushed him right back into Kamara. That's how you do it. That is how you do it. Why would Kamara run right into the dude? Look, you got all this space. You've got all this space, and you run right here. Bam. I think Kamara was drunk. So I hate it when they do these quick throws. You don't get to see the big boys up front. He just ran right into his own guy. Oh, man. Kamara did not play well at all. I wonder what's up with that. Nice job, Shaq Barrett. His coverage downfield is good. Not exactly sure what Winfield is doing here. He just shoots over there immediately. Did he see something? I mean, well, he didn't even do it immediately. He's like backing up. What's he seeing? He's backing up, and then right there, he just shoots like a rocket. Like he's going to cover 13, but 13's covered. Oh, by Levante. Okay. That makes sense now. He's like, I got you, brother. He knew that would be a rough ask on Levante. That's good, man. That's nice. That's some veteran crap there. And then, look. 27. He blazes back there into Winfield's place. Just to make sure. Man, what a crazy defense. Crazy defense. You don't know how much of this was designed or if it was just everybody knowing what everybody else can do. Because you don't want this. You do not want Levante David on their number one. And, he put his arm up. He thought he had it. He did not know Winfield came down. That was awesome. I love that. Whether it's design or whether it's just guys knowing how each other play, that's great. Oh, everybody's seeing ads. Okay. Dang, you get 20-second ads? Can you skip them? The only reason why I do the ads is because if I don't,
this is a reminder. Time to read.
The video doesn't get promoted or the live stream doesn't get promoted. That makes sense. I mean, YouTube wants to make their money. They don't want us to be freeloading off of them. I'll see if I could cut out the during stream ads. I couldn't do it before, but now that they've switched things up, maybe I can do it. And just leave the ads at the beginning and the end or whatever they do. Oh, pass rush gets shut down here. Didn't do him any good, though, did it? Punt it. Okay, cool. Okay, they're not coming up very often. Good. I'm still going to see if I can take them off during the live stream. Yeah, MH, I know. I've got a whole list of stuff I need to do. I've actually designed a couple of shirts. But ever since Pewter Report took that or used the Cannon Skull video thing I had, I was like, I don't know if I want to make a shirt out of that. Don't know. I might still do it. We'll see. That's just, I don't like that. Kind of a sloppy pass, too. See how he has to bend to catch it? That could have been very dangerous. I mean, you got. They've been playing man coverage on us pretty good. That's what they do. All right, cameraman, get your shit together. I like Cam Gill too, Rampage. We have so many guys. I was getting ready to say I'd like to see more, but we got so many guys that Cody Mock picked up the spin. Nice. We got so many guys that I want to see more of. That was a nice pickup. Some veteran stuff. Hey, Gedeke just dominating Cam here. Interesting. We've run this play quite a bit. I don't know what the concept is here. I know I pointed it out a couple times. I think I've seen it at least every game we've done. But you got these two guys, they both run the same route. And normally he'll throw it to this one. Here he throws it to this inside guy. I don't know what the concept there is supposed to be. Kind of funky. Nice pass off here. Our offensive line of play, their pass protection is really good. That's a good pass off here. And then pick up that twist. A little slow with it, but he had him in the back. He would have pushed him straight down. The ball was already out there. Oh, worse. Worse was a little bit of yanking on the jersey. He pulls him down right there. Oh, no. Does he have his jersey or does he just do it with his arm? Worf's over here one arm blocking. It's hilarious. Like, son, I will block you with one arm. Yeah, I think so, D. His Kamara was not game ready. That's why I was kind of surprised that they played him as much as they did. But if you're going to be the workhorse, you got to be workhorse ready. That was nice. No excuses. So you can't see the guys up front because it's so quick. Mike wanted to block Lattimore so bad here, he doesn't get the chance. Lattimore falls down. Yeah, big dummy. And Otten coming in. You see that? Otten coming in. Right here. Otten's playing kind of tough. I like it. I think he didn't like everybody complaining about his blocking last year. He's going to make up for it. Hmm. That's Keyshawn Vaughn, right? Uh-oh. What's Hainsey doing out here? Hainsey like ran over to this dude. They're like battling. Pushes him and walks over and gets up in his face. There you go. I like it. Don't let him push you around, man. Dang, he does. He does pretty good here. He gets 90, pushes him out of the play. Sweet. $71. It would have been nice if you would have got that second level block there, buddy. Turning around, watching the play. Okay. Cody, what are you doing? You look like you got stood up here. Yeah, Cody does not control that situation. Cam gets by these two. It's a struggle, but he gets in on the tackle. Gedeke was watching out here. He should have been paying attention to Cam. Olave and David is not a good matchup, yeah. Yeah, is that Olave? Is he 13? I was thinking it was Michael Thomas, but okay, Tom's saying you can skip the ads. Rampage is saying you can't. I guess they don't like you, Rampage, for giving you all the non-skippable ads. And Al says he can after 5 seconds. So Al is like in between Rampage and Tom. Tom gets to skip all the ads. Rampage can't skip any. Al gets to skip them after 5 seconds. Yeah, Rampage. I might do that. I have to contact some artists and stuff for licensing, but I'll look into it. It's actually one of the things that's on my list. Your brother-in-law has a merch TikTok business, does pretty good. Really? I've never even looked at TikTok. Never installed it or anything. It's kind of like the way I am with football. I'm like, man, I got enough social media apps. I don't know how these people do TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I just, it's like an all-day thing. Now, see, this is what is this, the 6th time we've run this play? And we ran it like 3 times, 2-3 times total against Philadelphia. Man. Oh, dude. Looks like he was getting ready to blaze. Yeah. Been an impossible throw, though. Dang, we just collapsed that whole line, didn't we? It's like we're so confident when we're doing these plays. Does he go out on a route here? I don't know. I don't know if he missed the block or if he was faking like he was going to block. And then he was going to loop and go. I mean, he kind of does. Don't know there. Yeah, they don't get anywhere. We just wall this up. We're so confident with that play. That style of play. That variation. Oh, what? What? Oh, Mike catches it. Oh, that's right. This is the one where Lattimore fights with him over the ball right here. Tries to knock it out. Mike gets up and he's like, dude, I will beat the crap out of you. And then like walks away all zen like, I'm not going to do it, man. I'm not going to do it. But look at Chris Godwin. Oh, man. You know, Al, you're right. He didn't really target Chris Godwin at all until Evans. But look at this. Godwin that would have been a monster play. I mean, this was pretty good too. Don't get me wrong. Not a whole lot of chance of yards after the catch, though. With Godwin, you never know what he could have done with this. Really, all he would have done is have to beat this guy. Oh, man, I don't know. You'd buy a poster of it, too? Okay. Then I will definitely look into it, brother. Yeah, okay. I'm so far behind on the chat. Let's watch this. Let's watch this O-line here, and then let me catch up on chat. Look at that. That is beautiful. Oh, again, Otten, but he's going up against Cam Jordan again. You can't blame him for this. Right? And then he even had him pretty good. They're both standing each other up, but then he gets blocked right here. And that's when Jordan comes across. Well, look at it. Our offensive line just shut them down, man. And they even blitzed 20. Oh, dude. But we got, wait. I can't read these numbers. Is this Otten? It's 88. This looks like 88 too, doesn't it? I can't read. I can't tell who's who. We got two 88s on the field. Anyhow, we got him in a fullback position. He comes up to block somebody. He's looking for a blocker, and he doesn't. If he would have just waited 1 second, he had 94 coming through. Good blocking. Our pass protection has been great. And Baker Mayfield has definitely contributed to that with his wiliness, his escapability. Oof. All right, let's catch up with the chat, see what you fellas have been saying. Yeah, Al, I agree with you, man. He's been tunneling on Evans way too much. And as soon as Evans is out, he focuses on Godwin. Godwin gets 117 yards. Allison Levine. That's a good quote, MK. What's that in reference to? Are you just throwing that out there for us? Yeah, storms are always temporary, man. Everything's temporary. That's one of the things I had to learn about when we talked about anger issues and stuff like that. Getting angry. You got to realize, the phrase I say all the time is, this too shall pass. No matter what it is, it's going to pass. It's hard to think that way, though, when you're angry or you're sad or you're upset. You know, even when people pass away, you feel like your life is, you're just depressed and everything. But you won't feel that way forever, you know? Cameron Jordan versus Luke Gedeke is not a rivalry. Kamara got you 21 fantasy football points. 13 catches will do that. He only ended up with, 30-some yards? 33 yards? Oh, and Al says that right away. I should know. Al got the numbers, man. What's the score at this point? Lost track. Oh. I want to say it's 3-0. We're not really too far in. Like I said, we're going to go to slow. Now I think we're in the second quarter, so. Did we score a touchdown yet? I don't remember. Michael Thomas is 13. Okay, yeah. Yeah. They hate me because of my political videos I watch. Rampage, they probably hate me too. Maybe that's why. Deprive your family time. That's hilarious. Oh, the famous Jameis pick. Yeah, okay. Oh, it was great, wasn't it? It was a horrible pass by Jameis. It was good. It was a good 10 yards short. Easy 10 yards. We'll look at it on here. Creamsicle with the red skull. Yeah, I do. I got a bunch of art that I've done for the channel and stuff. I just need to do it. I do this all the time. It's like the videos during the off season. I've got like 10 of them. I started and got 3/4 of the way through, or some of them like 90% of the way through, and they're just never finished because something came up. So I've got a bunch of. I do this all the time. It's annoying. I've got so much stuff. So much artwork and things for the channel that I just never go all the way through with. But thanks, Rampage. I appreciate it. I'd love to see the jaunty Buccaneer in the pewter colors. Oh, that was Wells in the backfield. Okay. What's up, Jeff? Jeffrey? Hades is not temporary. That's true. I guess, yeah, let me rephrase that. Everything on this mortal earth is real, or is temporary. How about that? It's his moxie, not his escapability. It's Baker Mayfield's moxie. Yes, we're going to do a pick 'em for the bye. Oh, you mean like for teams that are playing, or are you talking about week 6? 51 rushing, 33 catching. Okay, so yeah, that's 20-some points, right? PPR league. Still don't know how he got me 21. That's a lot of catches. I didn't realize he had 13 catches. Didn't seem that way when I was watching the game. Yeah, that fantasy football math, it'll make your head explode sometimes. Everything Baker does is moxie. We don't have a Wells. Who was I thinking of? We got in our tight ends, we got an 88, and I want to say it was an 89. David Wells, 89, yeah. I think that was David Wells back there. But I don't know which one was which. I don't know if Otten was fullback or if Wells was fullback. Escapes a tackle, moxie. Makes a pass, moxie. Yeah, that's hilarious. You people are funny. Yeah, 33 yards and 13 catches is absolute garbage. Takes a tackle, Moxie. David Robinson, what's up, man? Well, I like your avatar. Keith was 41. Feel free to smash that like button. Otten was a skinnier one, so he was not in the backfield. Okay. All right. I'm caught up. Good, man. David, I'm doing great. Doing great. Got that Saints win. We get to relish in that for 2 weeks. Very happy about that. But like I said, and I will continue to say, better than the Saints win was beating them at their house and making their fans boo them. I love that. Oh, that's just good stuff. Did we miss a play here? It was so loud in that stadium for that first quarter. And then it just got so quiet, except for the booing. Yeah, I think we missed some plays here. I must have had this running while I was yapping. I think we score a touchdown here. See, I like the... Oh, there it is. There it is. Who was asking for this? There it is. Nice little pass. It's like he throws a horrible footwork, but he just like flicks his wrist. He like drags his right foot. Doesn't get the... his left arm is kind of just flopping around. Doesn't get the torque with it. Oh my gosh. Horrible decision. Because look what he had over here. I mean, you don't expect him to stop and scan the field, but that's a touchdown. Wheel right. Wheel route. That's a touchdown. But he would have had to stop, planted, scan the field. Could have done it, though. He had the time. It was a good ball. I mean, it had velocity on it, not a lot of arc. Good spiral. Hits this guy right in the back of the head. Bam! Or the back of the back. Who is this? Okay, it's Trey. He almost catches it, too. Look, they're hugging. They like each other. I know, David. I wanted to see Evans because he was beating Lattimore in this game. I think he had 3 catches on him for 40 yards or something. Can't remember. Not exact. I don't know. But yeah, it looked to me like he was getting the best of Lattimore, and I wanted to see it continue. Let's go back and look at this. Cam Jordan getting through again. Otten again. Is he coming to... No, he fakes the block. Sweet. And then he goes out on the route. Oh, no, he goes out to block. Okay, no, he goes out on a route. Okay. He is not trying to block there. Yes. God, dragging his foot. Got this arm flopping out here. His head and shoulders are way over his feet. Yeah, horrible foundation. But nice ball. Look at that. Zing. He just flicked it with his wrist. Reminds me of Michael Vick used to do that. He just flick it with his wrist. Rampage says, wife is graduating soon, and one of the ceremony options is late September next year. I hate to fly, but if we could get a Buck Observers crew meet up for a game at a meal at Margaritaville, yeah, that'd be cool, man. Let's see if we can work something out with that, man. I will put you in touch with Molly, and we'll try to get everybody in chat to get involved. Don't know how to do it. Molly's the coordinator for all the social stuff. Me, nope. I'm garbage at it. She loves that stuff. Loves it. So she'll be on top of this all day long, Rampage. Look at Wirfs with the blocking the spin move like this guy's standing still. Look at this. You ain't going nowhere, buddy. You can't try that crap on me. Look at this pass protection. It's great. See, he didn't need to scramble here. And then I like that Wirfs picked up on that he was scrambling. I wonder if he yelled something at him. Because you can see Wirfs just all of a sudden shoots out that away. His moxie. Baker's moxie. Bachelors in IT. Man, we got all the smart people in here. Aerospace engineers, IT guys, welders. Should have been pass interference. I'm far behind. I don't know where you're referencing. But I will agree with you, especially if you're going to call it on the New Orleans Saints. Chris's one throw is better than Jameis's throw. That's hilarious. What happened here? Oh, Josh Wells. Yeah, Tom. Yeah. I was kind of sad when we got rid of him. He's at the Jaguars, right? Is he starting for the Jaguars? I got to tell you, if y'all didn't get a chance, I did a video. You know, we played the 49ers last year. Went up against their defensive tackle who was up for Defensive Player of the Year. And I was worried about that because Wirfs was hurt and Josh Wells was coming in. Josh Wells has not, you know, in the few years he's been with us and the times he's had to step in, he's not played very well. So I was really worried about that game. And Josh Wells and Mock just gets beat right up. Dang. Huh. What? It looks like this might have been a communication problem here. Because it definitely looks like Mock is going, you know, it looks like a 2x2 here. And they just don't count for 90 or something? I don't know. But Mock does not look like he was going to block 90. Maybe he was expecting 70 to get him. Maybe he was expecting down blocks because, I mean, they're all. I don't know. Anyhow, 90 gets by without any trouble there. Oh, they're hitting each other. Watch Gedeke comes out, hits 53. Bam. And then 70 and 97 are going at it. Pushing and shoving, getting up in each other's face. There we go. These teams do not like each other. Yeah, Rampage. I'll have Molly hit you up on Twitter, and y'all can start working it out or whatever. Why didn't Brady have this pass pro last year? I know. Oh, you know, like I said, I'm just writing last year off. I'm not giving anybody a hard time of it. Tom can make it. Fort Myers. Watch party at a bar in Tampa would be sweet. What's the name of it? Joe Bucs fan. It's one of their sponsors. I can't remember the name of the bar. It's a pretty nice place. They got some good beers too. I bought a $40 beer from there. I've still got it in the refrigerator. I bought two. I bought one. It was so good. I bought one to bring home, and it's been sitting in my refrigerator since. Rampage, yes. Go to the stadium. Go see a game. Bosa. Yeah, it was Bosa. Anyhow, Bosa. I got sidetracked from that story. Josh Wells completely dominated Bosa in that game. It was either 5 or 6 pancakes on Bosa. It was the most impressive offensive performance I've ever seen, and nobody talked about it. It was so weird. And even, A.Q. Shipley, he's on the Pat McAfee show, and he's friends with the Buccaneers lineman, and he normally does that segment about the best O-line performances, and he tries to point out offensive linemen who did good that nobody knows about. And he didn't bring Josh Wells up. It weirded me out. So anyhow, I did a video on it. I mean, Josh Wells just completely dominated Bosa. Embarrassingly beat it. And then when we got rid of him in the offseason, I was like, well, that's kind of sad. Because he had always filled in for Donovan Smith at left tackle when Smith got hurt. Didn't play well. He's got a very weird technique to him. But at right tackle, apparently, man, that's what he was born to play. I kept noticing this girl all over the place during the broadcast. It was the cowboy boots. I kept, like you could see, like they'd show kind of the sideline and you'd see these boots just sticking out. It was really strange. Who is she? She looks like a reporter or something, but she's in the media box. It was very strange, though, and how she just kept popping up. And it was really those cowboy boots just kind of stood out. Oof. Oh, man. Oh, this is when he gets tackled. Yeah. He does just straight up tackle Mike. That was pass interference all day long. Twice, actually. He gets him right here. And then Mike gets the best of him, so he tackles him. That would have been a touch. Also had, look at this, 88, they get confused in coverage. And here they both end up taking Trey. And 88's wide open. He comes across. Ball was already out there. But yeah, they get confused. Coverage breakdown. Tickets are starting to sell. Rampage, you talking about next year or this year, right? You're talking about next year. MK is going to go. All right, so we're filling up quick. Oh, yeah, the O'Keefe made the team story last year. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like O'Keefe, man. Not so much for his ability, his talent, but I like his grit. He reminds me a lot of Grant Stewart. I liked him, Mr. Irrelevant. I was sad when we traded him to the Colts. And I just don't like this. He runs up to the line, kind of just stands there, and gets tackled. He kind of tosses Gedeke here. I love it. This is like the first time all year we've seen the players getting antsy with each other. These two teams do not like each other. Worst just straight up dominates this. Just sealing that. There ain't no getting around that, buddy. 96, you are sealed. Yeah, Gedicke's playing kind of tough out there. Like it. Okay, so next September around the 21st. Yeah, let's do that. Let's all plan to go to a game. Rampage. The ceremony. You got a date on that and everything? Kelly's your last name, so now we know your full name. Michael. Yeah, school's about the same. But Wells had a very strange technique, man. Very strange. Don't they have a pirate museum in Tampa? I have no idea. You would think so, though. I mean, if I had to bet, I would bet a lot of money that there was a pirate museum in Tampa. Stewart is actually good, though, as opposed to O'Keefe. Is he still playing for the Colts? Do we know? Okay, Saturday the 21st is the ceremony. That'd be cool if the ceremony Saturday the 21st and there was a good home game on the 22nd. But we won't know that until probably June next year. Yeah, next time I come down to Tampa, MK, we'll definitely have to get together, do a watch party. All of us. Me and Molly were talking about trying to this year, but, with the baby, man, it's really hard. We can't even do a podcast. We can't get 20 minutes. 20 minutes is about the maximum amount of time that we can do anything. Little shuttle pass. Remember when John Gruden used to do this all the time? It's interesting seeing him come back in vogue. Oh, Cam Jordan, nice move. He read this the whole time. 71's coming to block him. He just steps around him. 71 doesn't really even try to block him, man. Should have. Cam Jordan read that the whole way, though. .71 gets tossed by 20. So it's just Olayed. Okay. That's good to hear, David. I like Stewart. I was really kind of sad when we got rid of him. Glad to hear he's getting some snaps. He came in and, man, he was not going to take no for an answer. He was going to get a job. This was a nice run by White. I wanted him to get that touchdown so bad, mainly because I got him in fantasy football. Here we go. Here we go. Man, these two are working together so well. Compared in relation to, one, he's a rookie. And two, they've never worked together before. This is their first year. But, I mean, this is like really nice. Pass off. Look, their level is good. Gedicke does get beat there, but the pass off was great. Yeah, I've been real impressed with our offensive line pass protection. I thought we were going to have more problems this year, especially to start off with. Here we go. Touchdown time, right? No. Okay. Yeah, he never had anything there. It looked like Otten stepped out of bounds, too, so he couldn't throw it to him. Yeah. Looks like it right there, maybe. I don't know. He might have stayed in bounds. Quite athletic. Put his hand up. He was saying, throw it. Throw it high. That was the way. Wasn't nowhere to go. He had that pretty locked down. All right, it's 8:42. We gotta wrap this up, man. I did not realize it was so late. Wife's probably mad at me. Oh, Cody Mock gets beat. Pushed out of the way. That's that Shepherd guy again. Luckily, White just happened to be standing there and got in the way. He falls down. 93 falls down. Oh, no, he didn't. What did he do? He got a big old splits there. Mock's got a ways to go. Not seeing these two work together near as nice as these two are working together. They're both just, they just kind of do their own thing over here. They really get off level with each other quite a bit. Let's watch up through to this touchdown, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, yes. Chat got quiet. Did everybody leave? Or am I just way behind? Gedeke. 97 gets the jump on Gedeke. Look at the Otten up against Jordan again. It's dangerous. Who else makes it through there? Nobody. Everybody else blocking. Huh. Not a whole lot you can do. Yeah, man, that hit on Baker. I don't think I've cussed that long in a long time, man. I was mad. I was angry about that. Do they forget to block him? Or is that design? In this one, I don't know if this just happened to work out this way. I mean, 88 goes to block a little bit and then just turns around. I mean, he's right on the line of scrimmage. Does he just happen to be standing there? But you had 14 open anyhow. We talked about this yesterday. 14 was wide open. Look, he's got his arm up. Deliver me the package. I'm a mailbox. And here it is. This is that hit. Oh, gosh, it makes me so mad. You get a better view of it on the broadcast version. But see, ball's gone right there. Look how far back he is. I mean, he's 3 yards away. And he sees the ball go. The ball leaves right in front of his face. And you can see on the broadcast that he actually looks at the ball. He kind of glances at it as it's going by. And then he goes in for the hit. What a jerk. 93. Shepherd. I want payback on him. Look at that. Ball's gone now. Ball's out of his hands now. And wham. And look how he twisted up is. I mean, his ankle was twisted. His knees were twisted. Both knees were caught up under Jordan. And his ankle, I did not think he was coming back in this game. Oh, you see how they pop out right there? Ugh. That was so aggravating. And the horrible thing about it is we didn't get anything for that penalty. They assessed 15 yards on the kickoff. He kicked it. It went. Okay. Kokeeft is doing better on his blocking here. Okay. They assessed it on the kickoff. He kicked it in the end zone. They got it on the 25. So that penalty did absolutely nothing for us. The penalty we got, where we were, Green got that roughing the passer penalty. They got a first down and ended up, I'm pretty sure that was the drive they scored the field goal. So big difference. Dirty hit, yeah. Yes, D13. How do we pronounce your name there? Is it D or D? I've been calling you D. Yes. Yeah, if Jensen was in there, he probably would have got thrown out for starting a fight because he would have beat the crap out of 93. It's one of the reasons why you liked Jensen. He was extremely protective of his quarterback, and him and Tom Brady he was so funny. He was like a I don't even know what word to use, but he followed Tom Brady around like a puppy dog, and was just like, whatever you want, I'm your guy. I hope Jensen comes back and plays. I hope it's not the end of his career. But, he's getting up there. Wouldn't surprise me. I know. David, that's a good point. Can you imagine? That would be hilarious. Evans comes flying from the bench. Oh, man. That's one of the things I love about Evans. He sticks up for his people. Like when Jameis Winston was in trouble, Evans was there. You got to love that type of attitude. That's what you want, you're going into, it's a cliche going into battle. They're not really going into battle, but, it's a team. You got to stick up for each other. All right, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. This one went a little long, but we're not in a rush this week. So we did good. I'm not exactly sure how far we got. I'll tell you tomorrow. It looks like we're almost at halftime. So we did good for as slow as we're going. And then we haven't decided who we're going to do yet. We were going to do the Falcons. I'm not sure now, though. We'll probably do the Falcons, just kind of quickly go through them. We're definitely going to do Detroit before week 6. We might hit the Texans, though. Everybody's talking about maybe doing the Texans. Zip it through there, see what we got against those guys. Roger, you late. We are just getting ready to wrap up, brother. Jensen as our O-line coach, that would be pretty cool. LMH is voting for Houston. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll have like a vote. Figure out what we're going to do. And with other teams, we won't have to, I try to look at everybody on the Bucs. With other teams, we'll just kind of look at formation schemes, concepts, and everything. See if anybody stands out. Yeah, Rampage, I'll have Molly hit you up on Twitter. Get it started. So yeah, we'll probably do. We could probably do a game a day. We'll say 2 games, or a game every 2 days, and we got a full week. So we could probably hit 2-3 teams. We shall figure it out. Maybe do a vote, make it a democratic process. But I like being dictator, so I just might decide, and I might just decide to do the Giants. All right, guys. I'm going to knock this off, go get something to eat, say hi to the wife and everybody before we go to bed. But till next time, we'll see you here tomorrow at 6 p.m. We're going to finish this up and see what we got to see, because I think the Bucs really start playing good after this. And I think our offensive line really starts laying down the hammer, especially after that play. If I recall, that's what I remember seeing on the broadcast. So I think tomorrow we're going to see our offensive line really beating these guys up. All right. So till next time, go Bucs.